Hey guys, what's up and welcome back. Now, I didn't put a combo video at the end of the last deck profile, so this one is just going to showcase Abductor and what I've been doing with it. Now, this hand is a little bit short. I actually need any monster that can be normal summon. So let's go with the next Abductor. So this one is going to be pretty quick and easy. The first thing we're going to do is obviously activate our Abductor. Then we will use Spell Puff Mastery. What we're going to add is Citadel. We're going to activate it. Let's keep it somewhere where you can see it, but yeah, there. Good. Now that it has resolved, you get two counters. One for resolving a spell, and Master puts a counter on it itself. Then I'm going to activate the Shrine, send Dark Worm. That's another counter, so that's three. And that's one counter on our Citadel. Now we're going to use Dark Worm's effect. Summon back itself, always summon it in the middle. Effect to add gate 0. Now, you're going to have some guys be like, why wouldn't I scale the next Abductor? Well, one, I just said it should be any monster. It's not going to be Abductor in specific. But you could have done a power play with it, but I wouldn't risk it. So now, our Abductor has 3 counters. Let's remove 3, and what we're going to add here is Chrono. So we're going to normal summon, and link up into our Electromite. Electromite's effect. We're going to put a single card Negato in the face of extra deck. So that's going to be Jackal King. And we're going to use Electromite, pop Abductor, and add it back to our hand. We're going to draw a random card here. My deck is shuffled. I'm not going to use the card no matter what. Great, it's a card that won't be used at all. Even better. And now I'm going to activate the Abductor in scale, boost up back to 2 counters on the Citadel, and now I'll activate Chrono in scale. So Citadel is at 3, Abductor is at 1. I actually misplayed here. I was to activate the Chrono before I pop Abductor. The reason why is Abductor would have 4 counters, I would remove it, it had 1. And when I popped it, Citadel would have gotten a counter. So Citadel would have been at 4 counters right now instead of 3. But it's not a big deal. It doesn't change anything from what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use Abductor's effect. I'm going to take the 3 counters off Citadel. And I'm going to search again. Searching for Big Daddy Endymion. And it's time to Pendulum Summon. And there's a formula for the Pendulum Summon. There is a formula. So how it works is that you're going to summon the dragon in the middle, the single card Negato in this zone, and your level 7 goes to the far end. So this way it doesn't disrupt anything, and obviously Jockle goes to the next end. No matter the monsters, as long as you do it in that order, it will always work out for you to get their 4 negates on the field. Because you have persons who don't know to micromanage, and what happens is that they don't know how to get the field space to do it. So they end up with 3. But yeah, that's his all. So I'm going to use the Chrono effect to special summon. And it's time to do our Guardragon combo. No longer plural. Link up. Triple burst. We'll use LP's effect to summon our Destrudo. No, you don't have to summon Destrudo here. You could summon Tempest. It didn't really make a difference. But it's best advised that you always do Destrudo first, because you don't know when your opponent might stop you, or where you could slip up. So here we're going to exceed someone into our Absolute. And we're going to link up into Romulus. Romulus effect and Absolute effect. So I'm going to get the Vortex on the field, along with getting my Ravine to my hand. Now this field spell, I would love to keep it around, but I can't, because I need to use the Ravine. And I'm going to activate the Ravine. This gets a counter. And also, Jackal King gets 2 counters. Now, earlier, when I didn't scale the Chrono before I popped this, it made a massive difference. The reason why is that the Jackal King could have negated when it was summoned. Well, it still could have, but it would have been better for me. Because you never know if that person might have an impermanence with it. And again, it still wouldn't matter. You'd still be able to use this. But yeah, that is how it goes. So Ravine, send, and we're going to send Tempest. We're going to link up into our Rasengan Planetary. And we're going to banish 2, it doesn't matter. Special summon back our Tempest. Then we're going to use Dark Worm, targeting our Jackal King to make it level 1. And I'm going to Synchro Summon using these 2. Going to our Barlord Savage. And obviously we would have kept our Link 3 in the grave so that we're able to pull it back. And Savage gets 3 counters for having himself equipped with a Link 3 monster. And that's the board, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously in your opponent's turn, tribute, bounce a card, special summon, negate the world. Alright, so I'm going to show you the next combo video now. Alright guys, my friend said like he wanted to see what I would do if I decided to get greedy and put double abductor in scale. I would never recommend you to lock yourself out because it's extremely hard to come out. Really, really difficult. And it comes down to what your opponent does in response. Alright, I'm going to show you what to do if you decide to put both abductors in scale. So activate, and that's immediately 1 counter on one of them. Then you would shrine and hope to God they don't negate it. And that's 2 counters. And on our next abductor, that's 1 counter. And I'll spell Power of Mastery. I would put the extra counter on this. So when it resolves, both of them will go on 3. And I'll be required to go for a monster that can be normal summoned. Because, well, the field spell wouldn't make any difference here. The reason why is that I can't pop an abductor and put it back into scale, or else I'm going to lock my scale from pendulum summoning. So I won't get any benefit from the Citadel right now. So we're going to summon back our Dark Worm at gate 0. If you're actually going to do this, I recommend you take your searches from now. Chrono, Big Daddy Endymion. Sorry. There's a specific reason why I went for these 2. Alright, normal summon, and you make your Electromite. And you use this effect. Now, if you get effect Veiled here or Impermanence, you're completely on your own. This is why I said I would never recommend doing this, ever. If your opponent effect Veiled you here, all hope is not lost. You can still win. It's just really, really difficult. If they're ogre you, you still fly at them. I'm going to tell you why. You see, if your scales are locked, there's like scale 3 and 3. They're just like 2 cards in your deck that can out it. Fortunately, they're in my hand. But they require Chrono, which is also in my hand. So in the event that my opponent effect Veilers, I'm stuck, I can't do anything. I have to wait till they kill the Electromite. Then I can summon one of these 2. But even then it would require a spell card on one of them, well, a spell counter, to bounce it to my hand with Endymion. And to free open one of the scale. If my opponent had ogred me and popped, what I would do is summon these 2, use Gate Zero's effect to pop itself and the scale, and to summon my Fusion Dragon. Then I would link up into what's her face? This. Then scale Big Daddy. This gets a counter. And I'll just go run over there mad and wicked. But yeah, I strongly advise for you not to lock your scales. It's not easy to come out from. Don't ever do it. And to the next combo video. Alright guys, this time I'm going to show you a 5-card combo. In all honesty, I don't need all this much cards to do the combo, but I just want to show you guys something special, or something you didn't know about the deck. The Ravine. Drawing the Ravine is not a brick. you can still do your entire 4 negate combo depending on what you discard. If you're going to discard Dark Worm or Destrudo or even your Tempest, it's still full combo. As a matter of fact, if you didn't draw the Ravine and you drew either one of these in your opening hand, anyone, that's full 4 negate combo. These cards are not bricks in the deck, and people keep thinking that to summon them means you don't need the Ravine anymore. But yeah, I'm going to go through anyways. I could have easily put one of them in my hand and do the full entire combo right here now. Dead serious. So yeah, let's do it with the Ravine. First one up here, I'm going to activate the Ravine first. The only reason why is that I'm actually going to use the Cerberus. I know a lot of persons hate on the card, but I love it. So we're going to send Dark Worm and send either Destruda or your Tempest. But I'm going to send Destruda. It's always good to send Destruda first. It's going to be a first calling card to be good. Summon Dark Worm. We'll use Dark Worm's effect and add our gate 0. Now we'll use Cerberus in scale. Cerberus pop itself. And we're going to add a Jackal King. We're going to activate Jackal King, pop itself, summon Cerberus. We're going to link up into our Electromite. And we're going to use the Electromite's effect here. We're going to send Chrono to the face of extra deck. We're going to pop Ravine. We don't need it anymore for the rest of the duel. And we're going to add back Chrono. We're going to make sure to activate our Abductor first. Then we activate our Chrono. So that's one counter on our Abductor. Then we're going to use Spell Power of Mastery. And we're going to add Big Daddy Endymion just because he's a free negator. And that's 2 counters. So that's 3. I didn't need anything else. Well, oh well. Let's just go ahead and do the combo. As I said, level 7 in that corner to the right side. It's easier to do this combo when you're doing it on the left side of the field. When you pendulum someone from this angle. As Captain America once said, on your left. He wasn't wrong. We'll use the Chronos effect, pop itself to summon, or Time Star will auto trigger. Mandatory for us to draw a card. Okay, I won't use it. Won't affect anything. First one up, Dark Worm into LP. Triple burst. LP's effect. Summon the Tempest. We have another level 7, so we're freely able to exceed into our Absolute. Link up into our Tempest. Apologies. Or Romulus, and we'll use our effects. Well, just one, because we already used Ravine, and we no longer are able to use it. Then we'll, from here, make our Rasengan Planetary. And we're going to banish. What I always recommend for players is banish the LP and the Absolute. That way a monster born looks at you, you don't have to negate it. And try to get rid of your Romulus if you can. You don't want them to bring it back and link up into a Boral Squad or Borload. It's kind of dangerous. So yeah, we'll banish those 2 and we'll bring back our Tempest. And we already had Destruda engraved from Morning. We'll target our Jackal King, make it level 1 and Synchro. Borload, Savage Dragon. And we'll equip Triple Burst, giving him 3 counters. And yeah, the icing on the cake here is that I didn't use my Abductor as yet. So I'm going to use it now. What I'm going to add is actually our Hand Trap. The one card that actually bends over your opponent in this scenario. Because most times the first instinct for a person to do is just normal summon an attack because you're pressured to use the effect. But if you have this in your hand, if you're normal summon, just get rid of that. Just leave us. Just leave, go away. And then remember, he can bring it back in the event they actually use a spell card by accident. And then you're still able to tribute and bounce back a card It's mandatory for you to special summon effect, banish a card, and that's without using your 4 negates. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Have a great day. Peace.